Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. I'm PurpleRodri. So last time we finished off here in the weird Skull Woods place. Today we're going to continue on to the next dungeon and knock out the 6th of 7 sages. As you can see on the bottom right screen, there are only 2 red X's left on the map, and that means that there are only 2 more temples to go and 2 more sages to save, and after that we'll finally be able to make our way into the castle, rescue the princess, yada yada yada. Basically defeat the game, which I've been looking forward to for quite a while now. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually make our way. We had to go all the way back in Hyrule because this is the only way that we can get to this area of Lorule, and it's a little hidden, but you can see this silver statue right here is going to take us straight into Lorule once again, and it'll allow us to, you know, keep on going, knocking things out. Now, if you guys have ever played Ocarina of Time, which I'm assuming a lot of you guys have probably at this point, the game's been out for a ton of years, you know, a bunch of years, over 10 years, over 12 years, I don't know how many years, a lot of years, like 16 years the game's been out. I think it came out in like 1998. Well, there's a little part where in Ocarina of Time, you make your way through the castle by dodging guards and all these things to make your way to Princess Zelda for the first time. Spoiler alert. And that's basically what we're doing here to get to the Dark Palace. You have to basically dodge a bunch of guards in order to make your way to the actual temple. And it's a little bit of fun. I enjoy, you know, these solid snake type moments. I know Wind Waker had a lot of these. And I think they're, you know, a little bit of fun to make our way through this dungeon. So let's go ahead and see if I can make it through here. Alright, we got 2 double dudes going. Alright, let me go ahead and just sneak by them. I'm pretty good at this sneaking thing. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get caught. I think I've gotten pretty good at sneaking past guards and just being really quiet and dodging all these things. Alright, let me go ahead and see. I think we head up to... yeah, I think we're going up through this top path right now. Let me go ahead. Hang on. I think I'm going to go the other way. I think I need to go through the left. I don't know where the path downwards takes you, so I don't suggest taking that one. I'm pretty sure it's this one right here. That'll take us in the right direction. Okay, come on. Come on, I'm running out of purple juice here. So I like to call it purple juice. Oh, why did I just go for those rupees? That was so dumb of me. Okay, so I got caught the first time. That's okay. At least I'll get to show you guys what happens if you get caught. You have to pop out of this jail cell, and basically you start right back at the beginning, and you just kind of got to go for it. No idea how I didn't get caught there, but that's okay. I think I got it this time. All right, come on. Hurry up. We're running out of purple juice, guys. We don't want to run out of purple juice. Also, if you take a moment, just listen to the music. It's very beautiful. It's really, really nice. I enjoy the music here in this weird place leading to the Dark Palace. It almost reminds me of Harry Potter. Like, just listen to it for like 2 seconds. You know, it's a little Harry Potter-esque, and I enjoy that. I don't know. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so I kind of like when music sounds like that. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like in the movies. It sounds like that. And also, we're going to get ourselves a heart piece here. So, fun fact for you, it's actually pretty easy to get. One of the most simple ones, I would say. It doesn't take a whole lot. I guess if you got caught, it would kind of suck. But I didn't, so that's okay with me. Where do we head from here? Ooh, okay. Okay. We're actually getting very close to where we need to be, too. This isn't too hard. It's been pretty easy so far, and I expect us to be getting there without any trouble. We actually just dodged another guard, and I'm pretty sure I can dodge this one right here. I think this might be the last one leading into it, but I'm not too sure. Let's check. Is this the last one? Okay, we have one more guard to get through. Pretty simple. Just grapple onto the wall, and with that, guys, we have arrived here at the Dark Palace. We're going to go ahead and wake up this statue and begin making our way into this dungeon. Alright, so the weather vane, no, we're not going to save. In case I mess up, you never know. You guys will probably not know if I mess up because you won't be seeing the mess up. Alright, let's go ahead and blow up the bomb. And with that, we are going to go ahead and enter the Dark Palace. Now, I highly suggest you guys have the lamp and the fire rod going into this temple because it's going to make it a lot easier on you. You have to use the fire rod quite a bit in this dungeon, and we have arrived inside of the Dark Palace. Okay, so this is a pretty simple dungeon. It's going to be in the dark, but I would say it's one of the easier ones. I think getting here was probably the hardest thing to do, but here's the part where I suggest the fire rod. I don't know how else you can do it. Maybe you can throw bombs up there, but with the fire rod, you can just blow up these things, and it makes it so much easier. I'm not sure if that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I do it. Now with that, guys, I thought we could have a little fun here. A lot of you guys have been asking me some questions, so I just thought, you know, I'd answer a couple of them, you know, just to interact with you guys a little bit and to actually, you know, show you guys that I am reading these comments and reading the messages you guys sent me, because I told you guys, you know, if you ever felt like messaging me, you know, hit me up. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer a few questions that you guys have been asking, which I thought would be kind of fun, you know, mix it up a little bit. I know we've been talking a lot about different things and the deep things and, you know, all bunch of stuff. So answering a few questions here and there for you guys to, you know, get to know me a little better, or just to know what's been going on, I thought would be, you know, a little bit of fun. So the first one says, what's your favorite kind of music, and can you sing well? I listen to a lot of different music, you know, pretty much anything. I listen to anything I enjoy. My Pandora station would be like summer hit of the 90s, today's hits, satellite radio, like that one song, it's called Satellite. So I listen to a bunch of different types of music. I really like, I don't remember, I think I'm mispronouncing the name. I always mispronounce, like Michael Bublé, whatever, that dude. He makes some good music. Like Home was one of his songs that I enjoy quite a bit. I don't know why. I think just back in the day, I used to do a lot of traveling for certain reasons that you guys probably know already. I used to travel a lot, and that song just, I don't know, brings me back and just puts me in a good spirit, and I kind of enjoy it. So, you know, that's why. Someone asked me if I watched Naruto. I said no. And why don't I? Just for the fact that I never got into it. I, you know, watched other animes like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know. I've watched a bunch of animes. I pretty much watched those and never really got into Naruto. And I feel like it's a really long series to get into. So I don't think I'll ever, you know, dwell too deep into it. I know there are some characters in there that people told me are very relatable to me. So maybe eventually I'll have to check them out. But for now, I didn't really see too much. I didn't have too much interest in it, you know. So that's pretty much why I didn't do it. So what is the most beautiful city in your home country? I would have to say that the most beautiful city, at least, I don't know. Well, I feel like San Salvador, which is the capital, is very, very beautiful. That's where I grew up. That's where I was born. And I just really love the buildings. You know, there's aspects of it that are super modern, super nice. But then there are also aspects of it that are very humble and nice. And I'm just really excited to go back there and, you know, spend some time with my family. And I just can't wait. I'm really excited for winter break. I can't wait to go back there and just hang out with everyone and eat delicious food and just, you know, have a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm glad someone, you know, brought that up, asking me that about which city I think is the prettiest. There's a lot of like nice, pretty cities in El Salvador, though. There are a ton. Like I've pretty much been to all of El Salvador, and even the little rural areas where, you know, it's a lot more humble. It's kind of like the country land. It's just absolutely beautiful, and the people out there are beautiful too. Like they're nice people at heart. And they're just, you know, nice, good people. And I think that's what I like about El Salvador. Like, I'm proud to come from there. It's, you know, people from El Salvador are a nice, humble race of people. And I just really like that about them. I like people who are humble and down to earth and easygoing and just like to have fun and enjoy life. And I think that's the type of people that they are. What's my favorite Pokemon game out of all of them? This is a tough one because I love all Pokemon games. But I'd have to go with, I don't know, honestly. That's a pretty tough one for me. I really liked Platinum a lot, but I'd probably have to stick with old school games. Pokemon Crystal would probably be my favorite. I have to say that one. Pokemon Crystal would probably be my favorite. I really liked that game. I enjoyed it. Just that whole second gen just kind of blew my mind because I never expected there to be, you know, another 100-something Pokemon. So I thought that was really, really cool. What do I think of Super Smash Bros. Wii U? I think Super Smash Bros. Wii U is going to be a blast. You know, I've seen a couple videos of it, and it looks fantastic. I can't wait to try the 8-player mode. I think that's going to be a blast. I mean, 8 players, it's never happened before. Maybe it's been hacked, but I've never really seen it, you know, in a real game, which is awesome. Just, you know, it's already a lot of commotion, and it's pretty hectic when you're playing with, you know, 4 people alone. But the fact that you can make it 8 now, I think it's just going to be a mess. I think it's just going to be crazy, and it's just going to be a lot of fun, especially if you're playing with, like, you know, your big group of friends and you just have everyone with you. I think it would be really, really cool to try. Do I plan to purchase remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver? They are remakes, so I don't expect there to be remakes of it, if you know what I'm saying, like if that makes sense. Who and or what motivated you to do Let's Plays? Well, honestly, I just kind of saw random videos here and there because I was just watching, you know, random videos. I don't even remember. I watched random videos to find guides and things like that. And then, you know, I guess I realized what Let's Plays were, and I thought, well, I have a lot of experiences I can share with people, and I have a lot that I think I could talk about, and I am pretty bad at games, so it would be fun to play them with people. And that's just kind of what got me started. I just, you know, my passion for games, and I just wanted to share it with everyone else. I wanted to show people the way I play games, and the way I make my way through things, and the way I figure things out, and the way I think about life, and the way I see things, which sounds kind of weird, but that's just all I wanted. I wanted to share my experiences with people and make friends, and that's what really got me started with it. And to this day, I'm very thankful of it. You know, I'm so thankful that I still have the opportunity to Let's Play and to play games with you guys, and to, you know, who doesn't want to play games and share their experiences with people? It's amazing, and I'm just absolutely blessed to have that opportunity. Okay, next question. It says, do you prefer the Nintendo 3DS or the Nintendo Wii U? I'm going to be honest with you. I own a Wii U, and clearly I own a 3DS. I barely play my Wii U. You know, I played it for Mario Kart 8, and then I got really bored of it really quick. I just lost, I don't know, I just didn't get into it. There's not too many games that I enjoyed on there. You know, most of the games I've already played through before I even bought my Wii U. I played them with friends, so I just never really got too into the Wii U. There aren't too many games that catch my attention. Even Hyrule Warriors didn't really catch my attention. It's not the type of game that I'm interested in. You know, once the new Zelda game comes out, I'm sure that'd be fun. Hopefully, we can use, like, the classic controller, and it's not, like, the crap, like, you have to play with the Wii U motion controllers. I honestly, I love Zelda, but I never beat Skyward Sword for the fact that I was just absolutely annoyed at the controllers. I just couldn't do it. The controllers just threw me off so much. I just didn't enjoy it. You know, I think the last time I've really enjoyed a Zelda game was probably, you know, Majora's Mask or Wind Waker, when the controls were normal. Nowadays, I just really can't get into it because I hate motion controls. I don't know why. I just really do. I think it's a little, you know, like a scheme, and I don't like the motion controls at all on the Wii U. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but it just really throws me off. Maybe it's because growing up, I did have the N64 controller or the SNES controller, and that's what I really enjoyed. I liked when, you know, a console was built for the games rather than the hardware, and that is something that I truly miss. I hate the fact that, you know, you have to press all these buttons and move the motions. I know what Nintendo was trying to do. I knew they were trying to be like, I'm new about it and you know, come up with all these great things, but I just feel like it really hasn't met the area I wanted to. It hasn't reached the level that I wanted to. So I'd much rather go back to a normal controller, and that's why I'd have to go right now with the 3DS. Because I really do enjoy the 3DS. It has good games. I play it for fun. It's easy. It's easy to take on the go, and I don't have to worry about weird, freaky motion controls that annoy the crap out of me. It's pretty much just like holding a NES controller with a little screen next to it, and it's great. That's what I really enjoy about it. What Let's Play I'm gonna do next? I already told you guys I will be doing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire beginning this Thursday at midnight. So that's Eastern time. Thursday at midnight Eastern time. When the game gets released, I will be Let's Playing it right there. Be ready. Stay awake. I'm going to be releasing a ton of parts that night alone, and I'm just really excited to play through that game. What high school did I attend? Well, the high school that I attended is, you have to be insane if I told you which high school I went to high. So, yep, there you go. There you go. I'm not going to tell you guys what high school I attended. Okay, next one. We have something fun here. What program do I use to edit videos? Okay, guys, like, just read my description. It's on my channel if you're ever wondering. I put a bunch of info on there. What's my favorite holiday? You know, I didn't really used to be big on holidays, but, you know, slowly I kind of began to, you know, like them. Nowadays, I'd have to say it'd probably be Christmas or New Year's, because a lot of the time I get to spend it with the people that I love. It's been like that in the past couple years. I've had the chance to spend it with people that I love, and, you know, that's why I'm glad it's coming up again this year, and that I'm going to get to go to El Salvador and spend it with a good group of people, which I'm going to be looking forward to. What am I majoring in? I'm majoring in marketing, and with a minor in international business, and we'll see. Yeah, I should be graduating very soon, so I'm pretty excited about that. Don't really know. Yeah, I guess I kind of have a little bit of a plan, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. Plans change, things change, and that's how life goes. So, you know, what Nintendo character do I hate the most? Well, I actually don't really think I hate any Nintendo characters. Wait, maybe there'd be like one. I'm trying to think of one Nintendo character that really annoys me. I don't know. I really don't know. It'd probably have to be Keesees. If you guys know what that is, it's like the little bats in Zelda. If that counts as a Nintendo character, those things just annoy the crap out of me. Really annoying. So I'd have to go with that. What is your favorite video game genre? So that's pretty cool. I'd have to say my favorite video game genre is definitely puzzle solving, things like this, like a Link Between Worlds, something where, you know, you have to figure out what you're doing. It's a little bit of a mystery. You have to make your way through, but there's also action. I really enjoy games like that that make you think, and I just have fun with it. That's why I really did enjoy a Link Between Worlds, because it was handheld, and I was really big into the handheld games like Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Link's Awakening, you know, all those games. I was really big into them. So I just really enjoyed, you know, this type of genre. I definitely like these, the 2D, more than the 3D ones. I don't know why. I think I'm just that type of person. All right, what is one event you would 100% win a gold medal in? Well, you know, one of the things I always watch on TV are like Man vs. Food, like Andrew Zimmerman, Bizarre Foods, Anthony Bourdain, No Destinations, or whatever it's called, No Reservations. And I always see these guys eating, like, all these crazy foods, you know? Especially the Man vs. Food guy. I saw him try to eat, like, a 72-ounce steak. I think he finished it. And I'm just thinking, like, half of these challenges this guy does. Let's say I didn't eat for, like, 2 or 3 days. Yeah, I'd say, like, 2 or 3 days. You know, and I'd be, like, starving. I could easily finish some of these challenges. Like, knowing myself, I could devour some of these foods. So I'd definitely say 100... or I'd get a gold medal 100% in eating food. I love food. It's like the world revolves around food. It's so good. It's so good. Nowadays, I don't get to eat as much of the food that I like. I'm on like a high protein diet just because I wanted to get healthier and just get more fit. And I've been sticking to that pretty good for like 2 or 3 months, and you know, it's been going great. So I don't have the chance to eat all the delicious foods that I want. Maybe eventually I'll have the chance to, but for now, I don't really have that. Someone asked, how did you meet Mo? Do you guys still talk? Yeah, we still talk. Mo lives in Nebraska now, so we're not roommates anymore. And we met when I did a live stream of the Let's Play Hunger Games. It was when the Hunger Games map was released on Minecraft. I did a stream of it. I invited a bunch of Let's Players to compete in it, and that's kind of how we met Mo. I always had him added on Skype, and then I finally just hit him up for that, and you know, we became friends pretty quickly after that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome are you? Honestly, there's a lot of good and bad to myself. I'd put myself at like a 4. I think I do a lot of good things, but I think there's a lot of things I could improve on. Maybe someday I'll reach the 10th level of awesomeness, but for right now, I think I'm on like a 4, and there's a lot of things that I could improve on. Someone said, when you encountered bad times in your childhood, what did you do to try to stay strong? And, you know, when I was a kid, I guess, what I did to stay strong, honestly, I would pray a lot, you know. I would do that and just, you know, talk to my grandma, and she would tell me things would get better and, you know, things like that. And I think that's what really got me through things. My grandma was a very big support base in my life. She still is. And, you know, having someone like that in your life who always, you know, gives you, pros and tells you can do better and that you can improve and just always has your back and always gives you a lot of positives is very, very nice. And I'm thankful that my grandma was there and still is, you know, there for me to this day. You know, I have a lot of tough times in life still, and you know, my grandma is one of the people that I can rely on to call, and she'll give me like a pep talk and tell me like, you know, things are gonna get better and you'll push through it, and you know, the right things will come when the right things come. And that's pretty much what helped me get through life, and playing games a lot. Honestly, I kind of used to dive into games, and that was a big, you know, strong factor for me, being in games and playing games, and it was just kind of like my thing. I would just play through the games, and it would kind of take me away from reality. It was kind of like a little shelter for me because I would be able to hide there. And I'd say, you know, that was one of those things. What has been the greatest challenge that you have overcome in your life? So I'd definitely say that this past year has been one of the toughest. Honestly, I was, you know, in a tough point in life. I got out of a tough point with, you know, a special someone, and that just made life really difficult on me. And I think overcoming that has probably been one of the biggest things, and just, you know, settling back into a normal lifestyle. I'd definitely, you know, recommend to you guys, if you ever need help or someone to talk to, you know, don't be scared to talk to your family and reach out to them and ask for help. I definitely think things like that have helped me, you know, throughout this past year. And I'm just glad that, you know, things are back on the right track, and I'm just, you know, pulling things together and trying to become a better person. And hopefully I do become a better person. And I think that's something that we all strive for. And I'm just really looking forward to the future and to, you know, just get things going. So with that, guys, we finished off this dungeon. It was pretty simple. I hope you guys enjoyed just talking about a bunch of random things. I know I definitely did. I had a lot of fun with it. And then we're, you know, pretty much doing that. So I'm pretty excited to continue on here with this game. We've opened up the space for the 7th stage now, and we're looking pretty good and done. As I told you guys, I didn't mention it earlier, but inside of this dungeon, the Dark Palace, we obtained a Master Ore, which I showed, I don't remember when, but we obtained the Master Ore. And now we actually have 2 Master Ores because we obtained the last Master Ore in the previous dungeon in the Swamp Palace or whatever, the Swamp Woods, the Woods place. And now we can actually, you know, since we have the one from Dark Palace, one from the Swampy Woods or the Skull Woods, whatever it was, we can actually go to the blacksmith located in Lorule, and he's going to help us out a little bit, guys. So let's go ahead and make our way inside and figure out how much this dude... Wait, hang on. Let's go ahead and... Which one of these is the smith? I don't remember. Is it this little guy we talked to? No, it's not this guy. It's not this guy. Is it this? Oh, this is his wife. I'm thinking, is it this guy? Okay, I think... Wait. Oh, he's outside. I completely forgot. I'm such a blonde sometimes, even though I'm not a blonde. Completely forgot he's sitting out here. So let's go ahead and talk to him. He's going to tell us, let's go inside. Let's fix up shop. And it's pretty simple. We just give him the Master Ore, and we'll finally have the fully upgraded Master Sword, which is going to be really, really good for us going into the final dungeon of this game and the finale. So with that, guys, we're going to give him the Master Ore. The Master Ores, I can't pronounce Master or Ores today. I don't even know what's going on with my pronunciation. But with that, he's clinking and clanking and putting in some work for us. And with that, we have finally obtained the maximum strength Master Sword. And we look ready to continue on our way in this adventure. So with that, guys, we're done here. I don't know who that weird dude was that just came up. But we will continue from this point. Next time, guys, it was the guy working the furnace. And if you guys have any tips on what's coming up, let me know. The 7th dungeon is next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.